Hi everyone, Danielle here for Mastering Mathematics. Today's video is all about finding the inverse matrix. When we talk about the inverse matrix, we need to recall arithmetic operations have inverses and identities. This translates into matrices. We've learned about the identity matrix, haven't we? We know that there is a 2 by 2 identity matrix. Square matrices are those matrices which are really unique, and this is the reason why we focus on them. Looking for the inverse of a matrix? Here's your checklist. It must be square, and it must be non-singular. Do you remember what it means to be non-singular? Let's talk. We know that there are singular matrices where a determinant is 0, and not singular where a determinant is non-zero. Non-singular matrices are those matrices in particular which have inverses, and here's why. This is how we obtain our inverse matrix. Pay close attention to the formula. Now, if you look at it carefully, you'll notice that the first part of it is a scalar that says 1 over our determinant. I want you to think back for a second. What happens when we divide something by 0? Definitely, we don't get anything finite. We get what we call infinity. This is the reason why we cannot find the inverse of a singular matrix, but we can for a non-singular matrix. Now, finding the inverse, we need to know about the adjoint matrix. Our adjoint matrix is that matrix. Switch around the elements on our leading diagonal, and we find the negative of the values on a non-leading diagonal. Once we can do this, and we can find our determinant, our inverse is simply obtained by putting together all the information using the formula given. Now that was a lot of information. Let's see what you understood. Take a look at this matrix. Tell me, do you think you can find the inverse of this one? If you said no, correct. This is a singular matrix, therefore it has no inverse. Now look at this one. Can we find the inverse? You can find the inverse, and I want you to do the process and then come compare your answer with mine. And you can leave it in the comment section if you got the same thing like me. If you're still having trouble, just take a look at the video, internalize the information again, try it one more time. So that's it for today about the inverse matrix. Tune in to our next video if you want to see the application of our inverse matrix.